Hey, what's up YouTube? Zirene here, bringing you an Urgot in the bottom lane guide today, and I'm doing something a little different today. Today, I'm actually recording my voice over a game that I've previously played, so I'm going to try that out for you guys, see how you like it. I heard a lot of people like the in-game during the fights and stuff like that, but today I'm going to try this a little differently, and plus I hadn't had time. My roommate's been in most of the time and he's out, so I finally get to do this. So, Urgot, very good character. We haven't seen a lot of play of him. He's one of the lowest popularity characters in the entire game. His passive is that when he hits somebody with his basic attacks or his Acid Hunter, he reduces the damage that they deal by 15%. So it's very effective. He's the anti-ADC ADC, if that makes any sense. He basically stomps all other ADCs and shuts them down late game as well as a little bit early game. So his Q is Acid Hunter, and you can go back and look at me mousing over the abilities to see exactly what they do. But it's basically a straight line ability with a very low cooldown. It's very similar to the Ezreal's Mystic Shot, except there's a little catch behind it. It's physical damage, and it has a very good AD ratio on it, but if you hit people with your E, your Noxian Corrosive Charge, it locks onto them. So if you mouse over them, it'll fly over enemies straight to them, as opposed to hitting the enemies if there are minions in front. His W is Terra Capacitor. He gets a little shield around him, and his abilities will now slow people when he hits them. I max that ability second after I max Acid Hunter. Doublelift does this as well, and so does Wild Turtle. And I was looking at their builds, and I build very similar to the way that they do. So his E is Noxian Corrosive Charge. It reduces armor. This goes up by level, so you can level your E second if you want to. It also puts a little dot on them, and it allows your Q, your Acid Hunter, to lock onto people. His R is Connect Position Reverser. He swaps positions, gains armor, magic resist, and slows them. And oh shit! Check the bush. There's a Rattata and a Persian. Oh God, nope! It flashes at me. Oh my God! Get the exhaust down! Get the Qs! Oh shit! Okay, get the barrier out there. Oh no, he's kind of low. Get him in my Pokeball. Got a Rattata. Oh, first blood going to me. Alright, so back to my abilities. So, as I was saying, his R, he swaps positions and he slows them. So what you can do is if you know you're going to R somebody, you throw your E onto that position, then you R them because it stuns them for 1 second, and then you swap positions with them, and it's basically an auto hit with your E. I'm not very good at that, but you can do that. And so you start with Doran's Blade on him. You can start with the Fairy Charm, but I do prefer the Doran's Blade because I don't bring any lifesteal. My runes are Armor Penetration in my reds, and then my attack damage quintessences. You can bring full armor penetration. I actually probably do recommend that over what I do. You don't really need that much attack damage. You really just want to shred people's armor. That's what Urgot's all about, is being anti-ADC and then transitioning into a destroyer of bruisers from a long range, because he has to tank people later on, because he has no escape abilities, so he has no mobility aside from his shield, which is why I guess not no mobility, but he has no survival mechanism aside from his shield and his R, which puts him right into the fray if he uses it. So, Urgot's a very unique champion in that, and he builds differently than any other character in the entire game. And I've had a lot of success with him. I think I've played like 12 games with him, and I've only lost 1. So if you look at my match history, it's all Urgot, and then there was 1 Troll LeBlanc game, and they're all victories. So, he's a very strong character. People don't know how to play against him, is the thing that's happening right now. People don't know what to do against an Urgot. So right now I'm charging my tier, first item that I get, because I want to get that Manamune. Urgot has an above 60% win ratio if you complete your Muramana. This is based on LoL King statistics. If you get your tier charged up, you get the Manamune, and you get the Muramana, your Q, your Acid Hunter, applies the Muramana, and so does your auto attack. So you basically auto attack Q, and you're applying your Muramana on every single one of those hits. So it's very effective. He's very strong. And like I said, above 60% win ratio is a little ridiculous. So I put a point in my Q, then I put a point in my E, then I put a point in my W, and now I'll be maxing Q from here on out, then my W after that. Putting points in R whenever they are available. Urgot, like I said, with my runes and masteries, I bring the armor penetration, then I bring the attack damage, then I bring the armor and the magic resist. My magic resist is scaling, because I don't really feel like I need it too much in the lane, and then it's worth more later on. There is a certain amount of magic resist that you can take flat, and then the scaling after that as well. There's a statistic somewhere, I don't know who has it, where it's like, oh, this is better. Oh, so I lock onto Twitch right here. I'm gonna follow him. You can see I lock on him, go straight over, boom, right into his face, and does a lot of damage to him. And later on, you'll see me chunking people with that, and they'll basically blow flashes too late. And the thing is, if you play against an Urgot and you think you're going to get hit by the E, flash immediately. Do not wait for yourself to get hit by it. You need to flash before it hits you, Because you get hit by it, he's going to get 3 of them off. And if with enough CDR, he'll get 4 of them off on you. And they do so much damage later on. So you'll see me auto-attacking and then queuing to actually finish off minions. I hit him with the Q over there. A lot of damage. It's straight line. I miss him with that one. But back to my runes. No, sorry, my masteries this time. I run 21-6-3. You don't need that extra HP. You need the mana regen more. If you could look at my mana regen, I have 4 every second right now, which means that I can do an Ashes Hunter every 10 seconds basically for free. Which has got a 40 mana cost on my Q, and it does not go up, I believe. So it stays there. Man, a Chinaman getting chunked back there. QQ more. Doing work. And so it throws down a ward. Just going to continue to CS. And Urgot. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, he came up behind me. The exhaust is down. I got it onto him, though. And now I'm just going to lock onto him, do a little bit of damage. He does get the Q, and I get my kill. Whoop! Trying to go for the QQ more. Can I get up? No, it looks like it was in his back, but it didn't quite get him there. But as you can see, Urgot does a lot of damage to ADCs, and the fact that his passive reduces the damage. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's my roommate's phone. Good lord. Okay, so his passive reduces the damage that people deal to him, which is incredible. Well, it basically actually doesn't reduce the damage that they deal to him. It reduces their damage in general. So even if they attack one of your teammates, it's still going to be reduced. And speaking of teammates taking damage, Jesus, Lux, stop it. So continuing onward, and Urgot also with his E shreds magic armor. Here we go, and boom. See, 2 lock-ons, can't do anything about it. He is dead. Could have gotten 3 off because it lasts for 5 seconds, and the cooldown on your Q gets down to about 1.2 seconds. So you can get, if you get an E off and you immediately start pressing your Q, you'll be able to get 4 of them off on somebody, which is immense. It does so much damage. And I can't back right now because the Twitch poison's taking on me, so wait for it to roll off, and now I will back. Chewbacca. Doing a lot of work. So I'm 3-0-0 with 40 CS, 7 minutes in. I'm feeling like buying straight out the Manamune because I want to get it charged up as fast as possible. I'll start charging it as I get back to lane with my abilities, but then when I get to lane, I don't really have to use abilities to charge it anymore because it'll charge off my auto attacks. And you'll see me completing it much sooner than I normally will because once you complete the Manamune, it is essential. Like that was one of the nerfs as well that came about, was that the tier charges up so slowly now that you really do need the Manamune in order to ramp it up in time to be effective. So next thing you'll see me building is possibly my boots into a brutalizer, into a black cleaver. You want to complete the black cleaver as soon as possible because it will ramp up with your Qs. Every time you use a Q, it'll decrease their armor, and then you get 4 of them off. You've completely stacked your Bloodthirster. I'm gonna see if I can hit him. Yeah, I do. Can I get him with an E? Yes, I do. Ba-boom! Pop my Terra Capacitor to get the slow. Yeah, another one. Ba-boom! Look at that. Half HP. And he can't do anything about it. He can't do. There's no counter to that. If you re-engage me, I have enough kite with my Terra Capacitor that doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go over here, hit him with a ba-boom, and one more ba-boom. Don't. Yeah, you can't do anything about that. You really can't. Once it's locked on, it's done for. You have to flash or avoid the E. And if you lane with somebody who has a hard CC, like it's really funny because Tarek is a really bad support, but he works well with Urgot because he'll just throw down his Dazzle, and then you're like, okay, here comes the charge right on top of where they are. So Leona works very well. I wouldn't recommend Thresh. Thresh is decent, but I played with a couple Threshes, and you really have to time your corrosive charge appropriately with them because I've had the person flay them right out of it because the corrosive charge is not very forgiving with the range on it. You kind of have to dunk them right on it. So it looks like it does, but it's not very forgiving. It's not. It's kind of hard to actually aim. And the range is very short. I believe your R's range is actually a little shorter, but regardless, it's still not very forgiving. So I wouldn't recommend something like a Thresh. Thresh is a very good support, but he doesn't synergize extremely well with Urgot. He can actually mess him up. Same thing with something like a Janna. Janna does work well, though, if you get a shield while you have Noxian Corrosive Charge on somebody, because then you'll just Q straight over and it does so much more damage than it would have normally because the extra AD from the Eye of the Storm. So Leona, Tarek is very good, and there's probably some other supports that I can't think of right off the bat right now, but Blitzcrank works well as well because he just knocks people up with his Power Fist, and then you can get that lock on in that time. So Gonna get back to lane. And like I said, I bought 2 longswords right now because I want as much damage as possible so that I can get that brutalizer. The brutalizer is going to be fantastic. You need the CDR, get your abilities off cooldown faster, and make yourself just a damage machine. Because Urgot does not buy attack speed like other ADCs. He buys cooldown reduction and durability because he has no escapes. He just has tankiness, and you need to be as tanky as possible to deal with the damage that you will be taking. So that is why I build him tanky after my damage. And you don't build lifesteal or attack speed. You can build some lifesteal if they don't have any magic damage dealers on their team. So if they don't have a mid laner who's magic damage, and I hit him with it, oh, gonna pop the shield, get the slope, get the slope, get the slope. What do you know? Oh, you try to throw your cast back at me? Nope. Get out of here. So Orianna's down here for a gank. The jungle Orianna. They doing work. So 72 CS, 11 minutes in. I'm doing alright against this Twitch. Nidalee was kind of disruptive at the start. Original X Faker, what are you doing? Faker senpai! And I realize it's not worth it. Okay, so I'm going to turn him around. And you can go back down bottom. And like I said, my build is Brutalizer into Black Cleaver. Complete the Black Cleaver as soon as possible. You get the cooldown boots, the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. They will help you out immensely in the cooldown reduction battle. And then you want to get the Glacial Shroud for the armor, the magic, not the magic resist. You want it for the armor. Oh! Armor, the cooldown reduction, and the mana. The mana will feed into your Mana Mune and also give you a little more damage because of that. So you don't want to build it into a Frozen Heart immediately unless they have multiple auto attackers and you really need the durability. The Glacial Shroud will do just fine. And he misses that, so I missed that. I thought he was going to go that way. Oh well. So we haven't been ganked just yet, and I'm kind of surprised, but it looks like everybody else on the map is just kind of raping at the same time. And there's the phone again. What are you... I want to get the charge, but I can't do it. It's not far enough. If I was Ezreal, I would have hit. I swear. I swear. And so after the Glacial Shroud, you'll build something like a Hex Drinker, possibly, for the magic resist. Turn that into a Maw of Malmortius very late game. And you build a Last Whisper as well for the more armor penetration. You will be at max CDR, or very close to it, possibly 39%, depending. And this guy is landing a lot of bindings. I'm just not following up. I'm not in position to do that. But I noticed that I have enough for my Brutalizer, so I want to get back right now. I want to get back. And the lane's pushed. I got 91 CS, 13 minutes in. So I'm going to buy the Brutalizer. That'll also have enough for my boots. Not the boots of Lucidity, though, just yet. A little off of that, about 100. So I'm actually going to buy the Ruby Crystal, get the durability, and build the Black Cleaver. Like I said, you want to rush the Black Cleaver as soon as possible. And my Mana Mune is actually pretty decently close to, yeah, it's a little on its way. It's on its way. I'll get there pretty soon. 13 minutes in, that's not bad at all. This is like old school tier. So 400, 91 CS, 13 minutes in. Doing pretty well here. This Twitch is getting pooped on. He hasn't even completed a single item just yet, and I've completed, I guess, 2? I mean, I count the Brutalizer sort of as an item, because he sit on it for so long normally. I use my shield there, block some of the damage, and I want to CS before it hits the turret, because Urgot's alright at CSing under turret. I mean, he could be a little better. Oh, get out of here. Oh, I wanted to hit that one, but the lock-on's too strong. So the lock-on actually goes through invisibility. So if I just mouse over where I think they are, then and even if they're in a bush and I hit them with my E, it will fly after them regardless. So I don't need to be able to see them, I just need to guess where they are. And stop it! Oh my god. I would turn it off, but it's not my property, so I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, no. Alright. So they want to do dragon, and I'm a... What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad. I should have gone to dragon. Okay. Whew. We got dragon, though. QQ more. I stepped on a trap. Ooh. Twitch is on my right. Yeah, there he is. Oh. He is gone. Oh, the man mode coming out here. It looks like Lee Sin's top, so we can just push this out. do some work and get a little bit of damage to this turret. I think I might just, yeah, I'm just gonna do as much as I can. They've got some death timers out there. I have enough for my black cleaver now, so I might go back and complete that after this. Oh yeah, I wanna. Yeah, we'll get this entire turret. Xin Zhao, attack speed, pretty fed. Do some golems. Back here. Get back here. There we go. Damn, he did those quick. Didn't even give me a chance to get there. Oh boy. That's Shyvana. Alright, let's see. So I haven't used my ultimate just yet. It's, you know, you gotta be in the right place to use it. So, speaking of right places to use it. Yeah, right in the face. Probably didn't have to do that, I just felt like doing it. It's a lot of fun though. It takes stuns up for 1 second. It can be interrupted, so if they knock you up or they stun you while you're channeling it, that 1 second, it will actually interrupt it. I believe you still get the armor and magic resist, which it actually is quite a bit. It's at rank 1, it's 60 armor and magic resist for 3 seconds. At rank 2, it is 90, and at rank 3, it is 120 armor and magic resist for 3 seconds. So it makes you extremely tanky, and it also slows the person that you swapped. So, gonna buy the boots first, because they are better. Now I'm gonna make sure I have enough for Black Cleaver, pick that up. And, oh, keep charging my Manamune. How close am I now? How close am I now? Oh, I'm like 100 away. That's not a problem. That's like, what, 25 casts? Not a problem. I got this. Just watch it and keep casting. And I'll have this before 20 minutes. Before 20-minute Manamune or Murmana. Yes, please. Yes, please. And we'll start seeing the damage output from that. And as you can see, I am maxing the Terra Capacitor second. It gives me a lot of durability. It increases the slow as well. If you max your E second, it decreases the cooldown on the cast of E, which, you know, isn't necessary. As you've seen, I've done well without it. But it increases the percent armor shred and it increases the dot. Although it doesn't do that much more damage, it's still nice. It's still nice. So now you're gonna see right here that I don't need to see him to actually hit him with it. It's just gonna fly after him, and that one, he obviously went somewhere else, and I wasn't able to hit him with that last one, or it wore off, one of the two. But you can see right there that I don't need vision on him to use my Acid Hunter lock on once I've hit my E, my Noxian Corrosive Charge on the enemy. So even when he was invisible, he was in the bush, and two things, he was like double invis. Not only could I not see him, I couldn't see him even if I was next to him, but I still hit him with it. And so he ran away. He had double buffs on him. I was a little scared of that. He could like be around here somewhere, but I'm not. Actually, I'm not too scared of him. I have 3 completed items. He doesn't even have his Blade of the Ruined King just yet. He has a Bilgewater Cutlass and 2 daggers. He might come back with a Blade of the Ruined King, but it's going to be a little bit before then. So I'm going to keep pushing. 134 CS. Yeah, he comes back with a Blade of the Ruined King, and I'm pretty sure I could duel him right now. I'm almost positive. My barrier's up. Even if he has double buffs, Twitch isn't going to have enough damage output to deal with me with just 1 item. So I'm going to start hitting him. Chunk. Ka-chunk. Ka-chunk. Position reverse. Ka-chunk. Ka-chunk. Yeah, I just did that so that he would end up on the other side of me, and I would be able to destroy him. And now I have double buffs. And now nobody can deal with me on the map. Oh, there's the Lee Sin. Off on the side. I saw you. I saw you. Think you got this? I'm 701. 701. And 3 items completed. 1,200 gold. That's enough for like. That's enough for Chain Vest, and it's not enough for Glacial Shroud. So I think. I'm actually, no, I already got a Brutalizer. I'm gonna... What am I... Okay, no, I'm gonna go for the Last Whisper first. I just want the armor shred. Screw it. Screw it. So, looking across the enemies, though, I don't really know if the Last Whisper is necessary. I just want the extra damage. Maybe I should have gone for the Glacial Shroud. Didn't have enough money. Wasn't too concerned, though. They have not gotten tanky at all. I don't know. This Last Whisper is not cost effective. I probably should have gone for the Glacial Shroud, considering that they have a Lee Sin and they have a Twitch. Looks like we're going to go straight in onto this. Oh boy. Oh, nice Orianna ulti. Nice ulti. Well done. Meanwhile, in 3,000 elo, I wanted to touch the ball. I wanted to pat it on the back. It's okay. It's not your fault. Didn't hit him. Yeah, the range, like Urgot would be a fantastic. Actually, I would say Urgot would be OP if they increased the blast radius of his E by a little bit. All they'd have to do is increase it by a little bit, and he would be extremely overpowered, in my opinion. His laning phase would be fantastic. It'd be harder to dodge, and then basically, if you land your E, it's automatic damage from your Q. Like we're gonna see right here. Oh, ba-boom, ba-boom. Yeah, and as I said, the Manamune, like I have now, the Muramana, completed. I suck with this thing. But yeah, it just chunks people. It applies both on your Q and on your auto attack. And if I'm able to just... Faker? Oh, what do you... Faker? Oh, he hit me. Oh, Faker. What's wrong with you? I guess he was AFK. I mean, I'm 9-0-1. Oh my god, I'm bad at this thing. Oh, there's a shockwave. Choo-choo. So much damage. I don't even care about their resistances. I can get this inhibitor. 21 minutes. He's a diamond singed. Okay. Well, I don't know if that matters. You're gold, Shyvana. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's just get my spider ass out of here. Yeah, he's got a point. You're playing Shyvana. Oh, Twitch dead. So now I'm gonna get the Glacial Shroud. I'm not even gonna complete that. Yeah, see, I made an executive decision that I'm stupid. So I decided I'm gonna just buy the Glacial Shroud, get the CDR, and I think I'm at max now. I'm close to max. I'm very close to max. I have 10 from the Black Cleaver. I have 15% from the Ionian Boots of Lucidity, and then I have 10 more % from the Glacial Shroud, and then I think I have 4% from my Runes and Masteries, because I take the 4% Masteries from the offensive tree in the very beginning, and that puts me at, I believe, 39%, 10, 10, 15, so yeah, it's 35, 4, 30, 39%, yeah. So I'm at 39% CDR right now. I could probably just actually hit C and look at that. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is that Urgot is the lowest range ADC in the game. He has 425 range. He's 75 less than Sivir. He has to make up for it, though, with his Acid Hunter, his Q, after locking on with the Noxian Corrosive Charge. That is how he competes with other people. I've beaten Caitlyn in lane by landing it and having the proper support. I've beaten almost every other ADC in lane because Urgot just wrecks them. He lowers their damage output, so if they try to trade with him, he will do more damage than they do. So he is fantastic at that. Although he has that low range, he still fares extremely well in lane. So it looks like I'm getting a lock on here. A little bit, ooh, not a little bit of damage, not a lot of damage. Oh, this is so dirty. The Muramana does so much damage. You think? Nope. Nope. No. Oh man. Oh, so it looks like that's gonna be game here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Zinjao taking a lot of damage. I just want this creeps. Give me more. Pad the CS. Oh, boosh. Ah! You bitch! You son of a bitch! Oh, GG! Alright, well, thanks for watching, you guys. That was my Urgot video. I can't believe I hit 10,000 subscribers. That is incredible to me. So I'm actually going to start streaming on Twitch, and I'll try to make that a more frequent thing. So my final build on Urgot would be what you saw, change that into a Frozen Heart, get a Hex Drinker into a Maw Malmortius, and a Last Whisper, and then probably Home Guard. So thanks for watching, you guys. Like, subscribe, everything's going to be down in the description, and I will see you next time.